fais semblant que j'ai dit.
Je suis pas magicien non plus. Hein.
L'atmosphère, comme elle est bien. Ça regarde.
C'est bien?
كيتفالي راسها واحد فيها تيخرج واحد السجير تاع العصا من هنايا.
شوف هذاك راه هي
الغرام. شويه الغرام.
عطاك هذيك السنه تاع هذيك الفيترينا
هي فيترينا.
كانت في وسط السواد
حيدها راه
Hello, this is Malaam Karim, a traditional Gnawa from Marrakesh, one of the few who's still making his own instruments today. And I am visiting him so that he can teach me Gnawa music and show me how to make the traditional Gumbri. So Karimo, could you please take us through the steps of how you make a Gumbri?
First of all, I want to say thank you for giving me this opportunity to share with you all those details and those information for Gnawa music. So to make a Gumbri, we need the first step is making this part. This part is the main part or the principal part. We call it the jbeh. And we have two kinds of jbeh. This one we call it al-mahfour. We have al-mahfour and we have the other one, we call it iftaqi. The mahfour, it's one piece of wood, as you see, one piece of wood that we remove all the inside with special tools and with a traditional way. And the size is between 58 to 60 centimeter tall and between 20-21 large. So the other one, who called the iftaqi, it's a mini piece of wood that we cut it in the same size and we stink it with the glue to give us this form. This al-mahfour is one piece of wood and the iftaqi is many piece of wood. That's the only difference between them. And other thing, there's some people who thinks that al-mahfour is better than al-iftaqi, and others thinks that al-iftaqi is better than al-mahfour. And that's not true. They are all good if they were made by a professional maker. Understand? So they have different characters, like fingerprints. So after finishing this part, we pass to the second step. Is making this part of wood. We call it in our language lasa. It contains three parts. The part that we're going to play on here. In this part, we call it the teeth, sninet, to fix the chords on it. And we have this part to make it more beautiful. and to give a traditional site and to put a hole, a small hole for put the sarsara that we're going to see at the end of the video. So this is the first two. After finishing this part, we put a hole here to let this part pass through, like that. Like that, you see? And it have to be in special size, not just like that. It have to be in a special size so that it can be balanced. So we have an equilibrated instrument in the sound and in the sight also. You see? It should not be larger than this or smaller than this or taller than this. It have to be on a special size. So after finishing these two parts, we're going to pass to the third part, or the third step is the skein. Comme les carottes. Vous connaissez comment on nettoie les carottes? On prépare les carottes pour le couscous. I'm pretty sure that not every Malaam give all this time to make this part. They just make it normally. But in the professional Malaam, this part that others don't give it importance, they make it like a piece of art. This is the special glue. The wood and the white glue of wood.
Traditional glue.
That's the glue that they use to stamp wood.
It was a joke.
You have to make this glue and to close all the small holes in the small empty parts in the Gumbri, because it's an obligation that you will find little holes like that, because the wood it change with the weather. At first it's full of water, it's heavy and full of water, so we have to put it away after make it, so that the water goes on, so it's changed the form a little bit, change the form, and you found little holes like that on it, so we have to close it. Cette partie, this part of the Gumbri, it should not be like that, it should not stay like that. We should a little bit make it smooth like that, turned a little bit like that, so that when the skin is when we put in on the skin, there is nothing to stop it. It needs to have this small curve. You see what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's also one of the secrets, and it's also very important. And I don't see it a lot in the Gumbris.
So after we finish this part, the first part of making the Gumbri, we pass to the second part, is the skin. Actually, originally we use the skin of the camel in this part, the neck, I guess. The neck is the skin that we use to make a Gumbri. But because of the lack of camels here in Marrakesh, we don't find a lot of skin of camels. So that people are obligated to use other kind of skins, like skin of a cow. They can be also used in the Gumbri. But the best one is the camel skin, and the best part is the neck. Okay? So after we take the skin, we prepare it in a traditional way to remove the hair from the skin. This skin is been also already done. We already removed the hair. So we put it on the water. There is not a special time to leave it in the water. You leave it like one day and you check it every time if it's ready to put on the Gumbri. If it's not ready, you leave it more time. And it takes something bigger than this to leave it and not check it out every time. And me, because I have a smaller like that, I have to put it after a while in the other way so that it get wet all the piece of the skin. Okay, then we will return to the skin after she get ready and we continue.
Et on était comme ça, je pense.
C'est bien.
Ouais, on voit pas là. C'est ok?
Je vais là.
Voilà.
Dans mes mains.
Ouais. Tu peux y aller, hein.
J'ai déjà fait.
Oui, je suis.
So, after leaving the skin in the water for more than 20 hours, like 24 hours, it comes like that. So it's not tough as it was. You see? It becomes a skin. So it's easy to put it on the Gumbri. Repos. J'ai pas appris ça facilement.
En fait, il faut toujours trouver des
des nouvelles méthodes. Comme ça,
Il
c'est.
faut
ça passe.
s'inventer.
Il faut laisser la chance à les autres pour découvrir et pour vivre Tagnawit. Parce que ça, c'est parmi les choses que tu apprends pendant ton lifestyle avec Gnawa et ton daily life. Et pas toutes les Gnawi savent comment faire les Gnawi. C'est juste des nombreux. Ils sont nombreux. Pauvre. Il a commencé à dire au revoir. Il a beaucoup fait des Gumbri. Il faut une nouvelle et devenir quelque chose d'autre. Pour le linge, mais oui. Every time I want to work in a Gumbri or make a Gumbri, it's like I'm going on trance. It's like I'm playing music. It's like I'm listening to techno. It's like it gives me feelings also. Like maybe because I remember all the memories, how I learned to make that, where I saw that with Malaam, with Gnawa, in shops like that. Memories keeps coming inside my head.
ما عندكش شارجور انت زيد تاعك ولا شي كابل تاع الايفون.
شريت انا شي 3 الشارجورات في هاد الشهرين الاخرانيه ب 3000 ريال الاول.
شنو اخو شي واحد سخنا به.
وفينا هما راه علاش شريت 3 الشارجورات؟ مشى ليا الشارجور الاولاني نسيتو عند القريطه. مشى ليا الاولاني ومشى ليا الثاني ومشى ليا الثالث.
So, as you see, after the skin get dry, we remove all the rest and we keep just the part that we want to keep. Like this. We start from here and we do all around the Gumbri. So after finishing the Gumbri, finishing all the steps of making the Gumbri, as you see, now we finish it by changing the color. It depends the design. Some people prefer to leave it natural like that, and others prefer to make it darker. Okay, so we're going to put special color of wood, and every time you add color, every time it gets darker. Le bois, il est séché de l'eau, il a soif. Quand tu mets, when you put the first layer, it absorbs easily, it absorbs quickly. So you have to put it again and again. So at the end, we put varnish to make it a little bit shiny. And as we say, this is the last touch in the Gumbri before we put the course on. Like that. Bismillah.